On July 29th, Diamond Diva Empowerment Foundation presents its inaugural 50 Shades of Purple charity gala, which honors survivors of domestic violence. The gala also features a special tribute to the late icon, Miss Tina Turner. The evening will consist of live performances, an awards ceremony, and dinner. And we're going to learn all about what's going to happen on this special evening today on the program. I'm joined by Miss Love and Miss Jelks with the Diamond Diva Empowerment Foundation. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
And taking, I might add, very time out of your busy schedule right before this huge charity gala that you're doing, the inaugural one. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Let's start things off. You're chairing it, and how is it all coming together? Talk about some of the highlights and what people can expect.
Oh, we are so excited. Everything is coming along great. We have about 4 tickets left, which is a good problem to have.
Yes.
But tonight it's going to be very full with a lot of different things. One of the things I want to mention is that this gala is going to bring awareness to domestic violence. One of the things that I realized when I started with this organization is most of the time we associate domestic violence with a man that beats a woman. But I found out that there's so many different shades to domestic violence, and that's something we want to highlight during this event.
That's a really excellent point. And I'm going to get into, we've got these beautiful slides that you've put that sort of talk about the honorees for the evening.
Yes.
But that's a good cue up for Ms. Jelks. I want to talk about the foundation itself and when it was started and its mission with Diamond Diva Empowerment Foundation.
So this is our inaugural gala, but this is a celebration of our 10th year in the community.
Okay.
So we started off 10 years ago with our Love Package initiative, which is a personal hygiene package that we would supply to all the domestic violence shelters in the area. So that's how we started, and then from there we moved forth to going in those shelters. We found that how do they get out of that cycle of homelessness and get into their own place. With a real estate background for myself and the founder, Mr. Eddie Ross, we were like, hey, let's create a program that would help, because we've always been into real estate and first-time home buyers and assisting and educating in that area previous to Diamond Diva Empowerment Foundation. So I just kind of took what we were doing and we brought it all into one big package, right? Focusing on domestic violence survivors and helping them get out of that. Plus, it has also touched some of our homes and friends and family. Everybody knows somebody that has been affected by domestic violence.
Oh,
so,
absolutely.
yes.
I appreciate some of the material that you sent over and shared with us, because there was, you know, the statistics that you have in here about between 22 and 57% of all homeless women report domestic violence. You've got some more than 20,000 phone calls a day are placed to domestic violence hotline. So, I mean, you're really addressing a huge need that year after year continues to be there. And Ms. Love, I appreciate your comment earlier about, you know, setting up that it's not always what you typically think of with domestic violence and raising awareness. So, I mean, we're going on a very serious topic of your day-to-day work. I will highlight, too, that in addition to being the chair, you're the business manager of the foundation. So we're doing very serious, impactful work. Let's kind of toss it over to this celebration, this honor to raise money. So we've got these slides. What's going to happen on the night of the 29th? We've got some honorees. I want to throw up some of those graphics.
Absolutely. We're going to honor some people that have been definitely trailblazers here in the St. Louis metropolitan area on behalf of the Diamond Diva Empowerment Foundation. So that's going to be a great highlight of the night. But we also have doing the reception, Belle Darris. She will be our violin extraordinaire. She will serenade us throughout the night. During that time, we'll also have a silent auction where our very own Eric Wilson with ERG Galleries here in St. Louis, he will be doing a live portrait of Tina Turner that will also be during the silent auction. So we have a lot of different events, a lot of wow factors that will happen throughout the night. So we're really excited.
Yeah, and when we're looking at this, I mean, we've got different honorees. You've got more than 4 honorees that we're looking at. You talked about the live entertainment, and then people are going to see this and see the dirty mugs. We have to acknowledge.
Yeah, absolutely.
So where did the dirty mugs come in? This is
now that's going to be the after party.
After party.
Yes,
right.
yes. And although tickets may be almost sold out for the gala, they can purchase tickets for just the after party, which starts at 9:00 p.m.
Oh, that's a good time for that.
Yes, 9:00 p.m. So it'll be from 9 to 12. The Dirty Mugs are going to be performing, and they're going to do a tribute to Tina Turner. So that's going to be awesome.
I wanted to kind of piggyback on that, because I noticed we had introed that with a special tribute. So there's the artwork, and then how did this come about? Were you all sitting with your chair committee, your gala committee, and saying, We should, when she passed, we should honor Ms.
Absolutely,
Turner.
we should honor. Everyone knows her testimony. Everyone
Yes.
knows that she's definitely a survivor of domestic violence, and not only that, she is a native of St. Louis. So we wanted to take time to pay tribute to her and the struggle that she went through, and to let survivors know that there is a way out, and Diamond Diva is here to help.
No, that's great. I appreciate that comment. And we've got some photos that kind of look at sort of your day-to-day work, and I was hoping, Ms. Jelks, that you could talk about that. One of them, I think you mentioned something, the Real Men Don't Hit initiative, and we've got some photos. Maybe if you could explain a bit more about the Real Men Don't Hit initiative and some of the other programming or the services that you provide.
So we have the Real Men Don't Hit initiative. Actually, the founder, Mr. Eddie Ross, will be starting. He'll be teaching every Monday out in the Hazelwood district, working with the young men, teaching them financial literacy, entrepreneurship, just character building. Just building men, you know, pouring into them, and he'll be working with the fathers as well. So that's what that is. Along with that initiative, we have also gone into the high schools, Roosevelt. We work with the Kappa League, and I think we touched over about 60 high schools where we provided tuxedos for prom.
I think that's what where's that with the photos are.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So that was awesome. So that is the Real Men Don't Hit initiative. Along with that, we have our Pathways to Brightness program, where we have a housing program. Where we will help get them placed out of that that statistic that you read with the homelessness. We will help them establish a new safe home away from their abuser. So we financially assist in that way. If they're in a home, we want to keep them in the home. So we do rental assistance. And then we also have our program where we do Pathways to Brightness education program. And what that does is an empowerment program that teaches financial literacy, support groups, group counseling, and personal development is what we're doing there to help them through that healing process. Yeah.
Wow, it's fantastic programming, and I know it comes, obviously needs funding for it, right? And the work that you're doing, and that leads to, at the Gala, you're doing this Fund and Need. Ms. Love, if you want to talk more about that.
Yes, the Fund and Need is going to be a portion of the Gala where we will raise funds. As she mentioned, we are 501c3, so we are federally funded. But what we found out is just because we help these individuals find a place to stay, there's things that they still need that we can't necessarily give them because we have restricted funds. So we're looking for this $500,000 of unrestricted donations to be able to help our clients. For example, maybe they've gotten to their place and now they need groceries, or they've gotten into a new place and they don't have any beds, or they need pots and pans. That's what these funds would go to. We have a lot of clients that come and they want to flee, and they may just need a U-Haul to maybe go to Memphis or go to another state, and we want to be able to provide those services for them.
That's fantastic. You were both mentioning, sort of even off camera, you were telling me you're a former school teacher, and I know you just mentioned some of your background. I mean, what do you, now that you're in this area, in this nonprofit sector, specifically working in domestic violence, what have you sort of like learned, and when you reflect on the work that you're doing, what matters to you most and what resonates most with you about it?
Well, for me, because I do come out of education, I really appreciate the Real Men Don't Hit initiative, because I feel like if we can catch the children at a younger age and we're able to provide knowledge and training at an early age of things that they should not do and the responsibility of a man and a young man at that, then I think we can curtail. The theme for this event is together we can end domestic violence. And I feel like if everyone played their part, if you see something, say something. And I believe that a lot of this developed because we see things and we don't acknowledge it. And so again, with my background in education, I feel it's important that we raise our young men to understand the value, again, of a young woman and their responsibilities. And not just the men, but also we go and talk to the girls as well.
That's such
Because the girls can be very aggressive these days. So there's a lot of work to do.
I appreciate that's a really insightful comment. Were you going to add something to that?
Well, yeah. So my thing about it is what I see daily is everybody deserves a safe home, a place for them and their children to feel safe. Sometimes we don't feel safe in public environments, schools, different places, but when you come home, you should feel safe. So that's our main thing. We've always been in, like you said, our background is real estate, homes, rental properties, things as the such. So that's always been the goal. So in this atmosphere or in this environment, we want to make sure that we're supplying a safe home.
Yeah, well, thank you both for sharing that. I know it's a lot to cover when on the one hand there's something that's so celebratory. It's going to be an amazing gala. I mean, you've put in a lot of hard work, but but I also appreciate you two sharing about your mission and your work and what you're actually doing. So thank you both for being here.
If I can, I would love to mention that anyone that donates $100 or more to our Active Life campaign right now, they will receive the inaugural gala, which is called the VIP swag bag. So the same swag bag that our VIP guests will receive, anyone that gives a donation towards our goal will receive that swag bag as well.
Regardless of if you're going to the gala.
Regardless if they're going to the gala or not. It's our token of appreciation to be able to say thank you. Because together, we know we can't do this by ourselves. And we need the support of others to help us.
Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. And everything's going to be on the website,
Everything is on our website. Everything is on our website.
So there we go. It's the 50 Shades of Purple Charity Gala that's coming up at Hilton St. Louis at the ballpark Saturday, July 29th at 6 p.m. As Miss Love and Miss Jelks said, there's only 6 tickets maybe left. But there are other ways that you can support as they've outlined and other ways that you can contribute and support. But all that information is on the website at 2def.org/gala. Learn more about the organization, the foundation as well. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
Good luck with that. You're going to need some rest after that, after Saturday. But I know it's going to be. Yes, it's going to be incredible for a great cause, and thank you for coming.
And just imagine the room of just different shades of purple. That's going to be amazing.
Yes. We should acknowledge that everyone's going to be wearing shades of purple, just as you are today. So thank you again for being here. Thank you. And thank you at home for watching STL TV, and keep it right here on STL TV. Experience St. Louis.